Well, I mean, certainly a great performance by our players, a great win over the Wilmington, who's proven to be the best team in our league so far. And it was a good win for a lot of reasons. One, to be honest with you, we've had a really nice year, but we had not beaten the top 1, 2, 3 teams in our league. We played some good ball games, but hadn't won those games. So it was a big step in that phase. But what was more important than anything is we're coming off a tough week. Disappointed a little bit in that, and we had a big meeting on Monday as a group and talked heavy emphasis on always staying together, never splintering. And I guess we went down 11 or 12 with about 12 minutes to play, and I had nothing to say because our players on the bench were talking about stay together, keep doing it right. And our defense, because of that, really improved. Our rebounding really improved. Offensive execution really took a leap as well. And we finally started making some shots. That helps a little bit too.
Last week, obviously not the best week this season, and we knew we were going to face adversity. And we've responded all year, and I think that's what we did here today. We responded from last week. We got down, I think down 12 with 11 minutes to go, and then we showed how good we could be. Cedar said when on 23-0 run against a team who had 11-game win streak. So it's no joke. If we keep on playing like that with that intensity, we'll be in good shape.
Kind of the message going into the game was play with a chip on our shoulder. We had 2 really rough games last week, like what Terry said, and we didn't quit. And obviously Terry played great there down the stretch. Daniel, back to the Daniel Dixon we know and love, and the defense won the game. And I just feel like we needed this and keep the momentum moving into Saturday.
I really thought, early in the half we weren't that bad defensively, but we weren't rebounding. I tell you, you can mark it down. When somebody gets an offensive rebound against us, it's a basket. It's a basket. So we didn't get the long rebounds, and I thought our activity in the zone and our rotations in the zone were much better the last 12 minutes, and then we gave up practically no second shots, and that allows us to get out and run with the ball a little bit and makes us a whole different ball club.
Kind of just our intensity. Me and Sean, after this we only got 1 home game left, and so we talked to each other and said, hey, we got to get these guys going. We know we could come back from whatever the score was, and so we picked up the intensity, and then that just carried into the offense, and we hit shots and shared the ball and came back.
We really played for each other there down the stretch, and every single person was giving maximum effort on defense, and it's hard to do that. It's hard to keep the focus every possession like it's the last, but I feel like we really treated it like it was the last possession every possession of the game. And having Terry out on the point, flying around, causing chaos, it puts the offense in tough positions, and we were able to get defensive rebounds and execute on offense.
Terry's a good shooter. He's not a great shooter, but he can make those shots. And I think the key to that for him today was his emotion. He was so emotionally involved in this game in every way that he didn't think about those shots when he was open. There was no hesitation from Terry. But, boy, he invested every ounce, and he usually does now, but I thought it was at a whole new level today even. I mean, I think he and Sean realized, this is it. This is it. And his emotion really led this team today. You could see it in his eyes. You could see it in his face. You could see it in his play. I'm sure there was, but we do believe firmly that every game's a big game. But I'm going to go back to that meeting that we had. And as our staff, we talked to our players about things we thought were important. But more importantly, we closed the door behind us and told the players to talk. Get whatever's on your mind, talk about it. And I think one of the most important things to come from that meeting was a phrase again from Terry Tarpey. But, Terry told the guys he thinks we need to get back to playing with a chip on our shoulder, like we did in the non-conference schedule. Like we really had something to prove, and we had to get back to that. And we played today like we had something to prove. We played today a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. My only comment to the guys afterwards, don't lose that chip. Keep it on there. We did a really nice job tonight, and we normally do, but a really nice job tonight in not letting their pressure take us out of our offense. Now, it did early in the second half. But, you know, one thing our guys understand, if you're pressured outside the comfort zone of the offense a little bit, it's a great time to drive the ball. And we got to the foul line a lot tonight. Now, I mean, I'm sure they're going to tell you that, you know, we got too many foul calls, but I thought the game was called the way it should be called tonight a little bit. You know, one thing we told our guys is Wilmington's going to foul you. Don't look at me. Don't look at the official. They're going to foul you. You just play through it. And that's their style. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's what pressing teams do. So we were very, very tough with the ball, very good decision makers for the most part tonight. Against
pressing teams, the coaches want us to attack. We can't, you know, let the press take away the aggressiveness. If we have opportunities like 3-on-2, 4-on-3, he wants us to attack the rim, get layups, get open shots. And especially going against a good UNCW team, if you play scared, you're not going to win. I think in the second half, especially, we didn't play scared. We took it to them, and play together and hit shots.
Well, it seems like honestly, it seems like it happens every night in college basketball to me. Every time I turn on the TV, somebody's down 20, and all of a sudden they're up 2. I mean, it was a tremendous turnaround. I mean, they missed some shots I think they're capable of making, but I think the emotion of the game turned in our favor. Our energy defensively went up a notch, and we contested those shots a little bit better, and just really proud of our players. I mean, really proud of our players.